dejado na outra.
For the camera.
I'm just looking for the family, man.
You never had this many people at a game combined like in the whole.
Our single file. Look sharp. Hey, Marco!
for the singing of the national anthem by the senior members of the concert choir.
She's right next to Ellen. Yeah, Megan.
Oh, say, can you sing by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed and the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars to the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' bright rhythm bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Yes, we'll stand with you. Ed?
Ms. Clark, Mr. Willis, teachers, parents, honored guests, and the never-to-be-forgotten class of 2001. My name is Megan Klein, and it is my privilege to welcome you to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2001. This is an exciting day for all of us, for our class, our parents, teachers, and guests. My one request is that each graduate's name is heard. That way, all of us may have our moment in the sun. So please, hold your applause until the last graduate's name is read. I would now like to introduce Mr. Terrence Pierman, our assistant principal of Soquel High.
Thank you very much. It's my privilege at this time to present two very special awards. These are presented on behalf of the Soquel High School Home and School Club. They're called the Soquel Knights Award. These students have been nominated by the departments in the schools, and the students who received the highest number of nominations become the Soquel Knight Award winners for the year. First recipient of the Soquel Knights Award 2001 is Elizabeth Dorr Swafford. This year's second recipient is Mr. Daniel Holbert. Now I'd like to introduce Mr. John Wilson, who has an athletic award.
This is a special award. It's about courage and determination. As you all know, one of your classmates was diagnosed with acute lymphatic leukemia back in October of 1999. This award is a tribute to Nicole Thompson, her family, her friends, her classmates, teachers, and her coaches. As you know, Nicole has struggled to maintain a normal life while enduring and overcoming a life-threatening and often frightening disease. Many of us have traveled part of the road to recovery with her these past 2 years. Today, we can all take pride in the fact that Nicole has succeeded. She was accepted to the University of California, Santa Barbara and the University of San Francisco. She will be attending the University of San Francisco in the fall while she finishes her last year of treatment. This would not have happened without Nicole's strong will and determination, and your support, your friendship, and your prayers. Her success reflects upon all of us, and we can all take pride in the part we play to support her dream. On behalf of her family, friends, and the Soquel High Athletic Department, I am honored to present a $600 scholarship for courage and commitment to your classmate and friend, Nicole Thompson.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce the principal of Soquel High School, Ms. Cynthia Clark.
On behalf of the entire staff at Soquel High School, I welcome you, parents, families, friends, distinguished guests, and each and every one of the seniors that we are honoring here today, this afternoon. June 14th, the year 2001, the year of our class of 2001. I congratulate you. These seniors are the 39th class to graduate from Soquel High School. Your pride in their accomplishment is evident, and I want to take this opportunity to thank you for the support you've given them all through these 4 years and for helping them become the fine young adults that they have grown to be. I'm proud of them as well for the excellent role models that they have been for the underclassmen here at Soquel High School. I extend my heartfelt thank you for their exemplary achievements these past 4 years, and my hearty wishes, best wishes for good luck in their future endeavors. The word commencement is important today. Many of you think it's a graduation ceremony. It is a commencement ceremony, and commencement means beginning. You are about to begin an entirely new chapter and the major part of your life. Think about that. Think about what you are commencing to do and do it. That's just simple. You will just do it. You know where that comes from. But my congratulations to you for your 4 years of definitely hard work, and my wishes that the next years will be as productive, bring you as many good memories as these have brought you. Please don't forget the classmates that you're sitting beside, the community that has supported you, the teachers that have worked hard for you these past 4 years, and even before that time. And most of all, remember, this is your home. You can always come home again. With great pleasure and admiration, I now present to you the president of the class of 2001, Ms. Megan Fine.
I would now like to read you the names of our 10 valedictorians we are very proud of. Daniel Jacobs, Nicholas Oster, Teresa Gill, Amy McEwen, Daniel Holbert, Brandon Olson, Catherine Hamilton, Chelsea Connolly, Sierra Perry, Allison Clark, and Tanya Thomas. Would you please stand? And now, I would like to introduce to you 4 of our valedictorians: Daniel Jacobs, Nicholas Oster, Teresa Gill, and Amy McEwen, who would like to speak about memories and our fellow students.
of what the future holds, but a fusion of all that is built up to this moment. For many of us, we're not just reflecting on the past 4 years, but our entire lives. Many of us will leave behind friends who we've known since kindergarten, 6th grade, or even just this year. The memories we have produced over time will forever leave an impression in our hearts. I'm sure you all can remember the night before your first day of high school. Will I find all my classes? Will I be thrown in a trash can or duct taped to a tree? The very thought of sitting next to a senior terrified us. Yet, as time progressed, everyone learned where room 511 was, and we only witnessed a few freshmen meeting. From World Civ to the unavoidable, indescribable freshman PE, we all took our own freshman beatings. Although it seemed like everything we came across was something new and frightening, it was also very exciting. From lunches off campus to dances that actually lasted past 7 o'clock, we found comfort in our new home. By sophomore year, we were ready to stretch those scrawny arms and legs. The thought of not being referred to as that freshman gave us a newfound confidence, and we were ready to take on health, biology, or any other adventures that might come our way. Ever since 1st grade, we had stayed in school past 2 o'clock every day. Sophomore and junior year changed all that. Little by little, we saw students leaving at 12:30 every other day. But the biggest change that we've seen is, oh yes, we got our license. Cruising downtown in Mom's minivan, bumping the jams down the strip, we own the road. But knowing when to go at that 4-way stop or when to switch lanes was nothing compared to the hard road of SATs, sit-ins chemistry, and insane AP classes. This year was entirely different than all those past. The stress of meeting college deadlines was in sharp contrast to the bliss of our newfound freedom. From the battles caused by phone calls for unexcused absences, to staying out late on a school night, it seemed like our parents were aching for us to leave. But parents admitted, next year you'll be begging us to come back. Whether we go down the street to Cabrillo or halfway across the country, we all leave Soquel behind. Despite this, we must never forget the sounds and scents of the Ag Department, the dynamic duel of Stanton and Kreitzer, the speed-walking spandex lady, Link's crew, our unstoppable powder puff team, study, or should I say gossip sessions, Lucas the sound guy, the ups, the downs, the people who were there with us. And let's not forget Key Club barbecues, those sweet band TCs, stop signs and speed bumps, music in the quad, those jackhammers that made it so much easier to concentrate, dysfunctional sports families, and who could forget those visits to the book room, attendance office, and Mr. Bierman. It is essential that we always remember these clips that come to mind when we think of the past 4 years. These are the memories that make high school what it is. Life is not measured by the breaths we take, but by the moments that take our breath away. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2001!
The thing Daniel and I will remember most about the senior year was definitely the senioritis. Early into the year, we became filled with the desire to do absolutely nothing but hang out at the beach and party. In fact, we still have senioritis. This speech was written last night, so don't give us a hard time. We would have written this sooner, but this was our final chance to stretch a deadline as far as we could. This speech is a short list of all the most important things we can remember about Soquel High.
Teachers are the most important part of any high school experience. And there are several we will always remember. Mr. Stanton was by far one of the greatest and most inspirational teachers at our school. Anyone who had classes with him would remember how he was able to take a pretty okay subject like math and make it fun. We are glad that our benevolent administration possessed the kindness to share him with another district.
We will always remember Mr. Emery as well for his remarkably open mind and original thoughts. He inspired many of us to think outside the box and challenge the world around us. Mr. Siddons, the sleigh-driving chemistry teacher, will never be forgotten. Even though he acts like a tough person and enjoys motorcycles, his passion for chemistry and his love for the students is unbelievable.
Mr. Schoenig, who has taught us all our own history, will also always have a place in our hearts. This incredibly brilliant man, an excellent teacher, has a heart of pure gold. Also, Miss Alimo was one of the nicest teachers in Soquel. For all her hard work teaching us biology, she will always stand out in our minds. These teachers were all wonderful and made our experience at Soquel High great.
But one person we can't forget is Mr. Kreitzer. You the man, dog, and we wish you the best of luck in the future. Although these teachers were inspirational and exciting, we couldn't always go to their classes. Some of our greatest memories of Soquel High will be the times we weren't there. At the last 6 weeks of every semester, Daniel and I formed our own religion with one commandment: thou shalt not go to class on Friday.
We will always remember the phone calls and letters from the attendance office and the futile attempts to keep us in class. We learned that Saturday school is a myth. There was no punishment for leaving class early. Even though we weren't at school all that much, when we were here it was time well spent. The greatest things about our 4 years at Soquel High were the people we met. All the loving parents, caring teachers, and fellow students and friends created the wonderful environment that was Soquel High. Class of 2001, we will never forget you.
Next, I would like to present to you 4 more of our valedictorians: Daniel Holbert, Brandon Olson, Catherine Hamilton, and Chelsea Connolly for valedictory presentation.
When I was thinking of what to say to you today, I kept thinking of what my track coach, Joe Miyoshi, told me just recently. When victory and defeat come knocking at the door, it is the wise athlete who treats them the same. What this means to me, and seems so appropriate that I share with you today, is to treat our successes and failures with the same enthusiasm. Over the past 4 years, the members of this class have had so many experiences. Some of them were the best of times, and some of them, the worst of times. But no matter what happened, we must embrace those experiences, learn from them, and then let go of them. We can now move on with the tools to deal with the unexpected challenges of life. Class of 2001, I ask that you do this for yourself, so you can go out into the real world with an open heart and a strong mind. Take a hold of your future and learn from your experiences so you can lead a full and prosperous life. Congratulations to the class of 2001. Thank you.
This is a bittersweet moment for all of us, for all we're going to lose and for all we're going to gain. But letting go is the hardest. As this chapter of our life ends, another will soon be written. These past 4 years have been intense and joyful, but they do not define who we are and what we can be. You have the rest of your life in front of you. Grab hold of your future and create a life that is meaningful to you. You can do and be anything you want. It is good to think about where you've been and what life means, but in the end, make sure that you have followed your heart. What really matters is what feels right to you. To the class of 2001, I say follow your dreams, and you will find your destiny. As we move on into the next phase in our lives, bring with you your memories and your learnings that you've gathered here at Soquel High, but also open yourself up for what your future holds. Don't let the past hold you back. Moving on and letting go can bring freedom to your soul. Remember these words from the poem Desperata. Go placidly amid the noise and haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence. Enjoy your achievements as well as your plans. Be yourself. Nurture strength of spirit to shield you in sudden misfortune. Be at peace with God. To find the answer to your future, look inside your heart. There you will find the answer you are seeking. Class of 2001, follow your dreams. Thank you.
We come together today with something in common. We are all members of Soquel High's graduating class of 2001. But apart from this accomplishment, our similarities are few and not nearly so apparent. Can you think of anybody who has been in every one of your classes throughout the past 4 years? We have all taken different routes in achieving our diplomas. This is because our objectives are varied. High school has prepared us for our futures. Some of us are already comfortable with our lives, while others will attend Yale or one of a variety of other 2- or 4-year colleges. Next fall, we won't return to school to find familiar faces that we have become accustomed to seeing. We will be meeting new people, living in new places, and in different ways. We will be able to be more like the individuals that we wish to be. We will be following our passions and making our own decisions accordingly. Everyone has different ideals of what their lives might be. It is important to strive for these goals by working hard, and as we've been told many times, if you believe in yourself, you can accomplish anything that you set out to do. You must have faith that what you are doing is right and in your best interest at that moment. Do not let anything or anybody deter you in your quest for your dreams and fulfillment of your passions. These passions are what keep us looking forward to the days ahead. But do not limit yourself to what you are passionate about or what is certain. You must continue to experience new things and broaden your views of yourself and your world. Class of 2001, the future is in your hands, and it has come time to accept that responsibility. Thank you.
A wise man once said, if you hold on tight to what you think is your thing, you may find you're missing all the rest. That man was Dave Matthews. And his advice is especially important for us on our graduation day as we transition from high school to the adult world. While it is infinitely important to select a career that you are passionate about, a way of life that you really enjoy, make sure you don't end the search prematurely. Your future will bring dozens of things you've never tried, concepts you've never studied. Any of these could lead you to what you never knew you always wanted to do. Your future will hold many open doors. Take a step inside the ones that intrigue you and see if you like where they lead. Don't slam them all shut simply because you think you already know which door is right for you. Class of 2001, keep an open mind and be prepared to seize whatever opportunities the future may present to you. Thank you.
Now I would like to introduce Sierra Perry, Allison Clark, and Tanya Thomas, who would like to say some thank yous to our parents, administrators, and our teachers.
We know it's becoming late in the day. You're thinking, what more is there to say?
Well, we'd like to take a moment to reminisce about some teachers we're really going to miss.
Miss Kipps is not responsible for this doggerel mess, but she did teach us poetry, more or less. Mr. Shona cuts everything extraneous to the bone, as if long-winded teachers he wished to atone.
Mr. Stewart's stories were wild and blue, and who knows, some of them may even be true.
Mr. Siddon's bark is worse than his bite, even if his assignments keep you up all night. You'd better arrive promptly to Mr. Emery's class, or you'll be hanging from the flagpole mast.
Then to Mr. Pearman, the man behind the scenes, thank you for doing everything within your means.
And those of you whose memories are still unimpaired, remember middle school teachers like Sullivan, who made us prepared. This list just begins to mention the countless role models who have captured our attention.
In between the laughter, life's lessons we've learned, and into our minds they're forever burned.
And now on to our parents, those closest to home. What will they do when we leave them alone? Don't worry, Mom and Dad. We won't be far away, and we promise to return for each holiday.
Without our parents, we just wouldn't be here. They taught us to be brave, and they dried our tears.
Every year, our appreciation for them grows. We like to give thanks from our heads to our toes. Class of 2001, would you please stand and give these inspirations one heartfelt applause of the hand?
Thank you for listening to all we have to say. Good luck in the future, and have a great afternoon. Thank you. Today, for the 20th consecutive year of our graduation. And Mr. Dan Wood is joining us today for his second Soquel High School graduation. He was graduated from Soquel High School in 1989. 88. Now it is my pleasure to introduce former Soquel High School teacher and current Santa Cruz City School Board member, Mr. Tim Willis, for the conference of the degrees.
Good afternoon. Cynthia mentioned that this is my 20th Soquel High graduation. Cynthia mentioned that this is my 20th Soquel High graduation. But I also want to honor two colleagues when I started at Soquel High in 1981, who also have kind of a commencement exercise today. And that would be two long-serving Soquel High teachers, each have individually taught over 30 years, and that would be Ed Brennan and Carolyn Wade. So how about a round of applause? I think it's because I was a former Soquel High teacher and now a school board member which they've asked me to confer with Lois Rose, the registrar at Soquel High, who I think has probably been at all 39 Soquel High graduations, and to assure the family members, friends, and neighbors of these graduates that they indeed have passed the required state courses, and that they do indeed deserve to graduate on this incredibly hot spring afternoon. And so Lois has assured me that you are all deserving, and therefore, let me state that on behalf of the Board of Education of the Santa Cruz City School District, I acknowledge the students here before you that they have indeed completed the requirements for high school graduation as certified by this school's registrar. Congratulations.
And the graduates are Teresa Elizabeth Gill, Shauna Lee Devons, Amy Elizabeth McEwen, Catherine Joy McCarthy, Nicholas Charles Oster, Megan Ann Klein, Daniel Rogers Jacobs, Steve Belcher, Catherine Marie Hamilton, Ellen Claire O'Sullivan, Chelsea Maureen Connolly, Teresa Elizabeth Radvani, Brandon Walls Olson, Colin Clark, Daniel Holbert, Adam Dibdahl, Sierra Lee Perry, Nathan Reed, Allison Amber Clark, Luke David Wiggett, Tanya Mary Thomas, Matthew Abraham Muslin, Michelle D. Leperini, Josh Pitts, Jessica Butler, Becca Marie Burnett, Bidehi Dossie Norman, Jill Marie Bartle, Rebecca Ilana Linzer Zalona, Shannon Tompkins, Ashley Ann Theodota Vaughn, Joey Pasquale, Mike Burson, Anne Marie Prevedoni, Alexandra Caitlin Marie Urbick, Brian Thomas, Michelle Kathleen Wilbur, Drew Klauser, Shauna Tyne Leachman,
Matthew Zenker,
Austin Sprague,
Bruce Noland, Jackson Barrett,
Cassie Marie Olson,
Curtis Waterbury,
Shannon Marie Zollinger,
Blake Daniel Anderson,
Nicole Marie Rodriguez,
Jordan Thomas Glum,
Rose Pilar Elizabeth Heather Nalani Folger,
Maurice Bradley Sampson III,
Travis William Crawford,
Laura Jane Macy.
Rebecca Lynn Phelps.
Julia Michelle Janai.
Amber Dawn Olson.
Carolyn Beckett.
Heidi Rebecca Harmon.
Nadja Borovac.
Jessica Elizabeth Shear.
Michaela Victoria Zender.
Krista Nicole Nicholson.
Tara Catherine Hurd.
Denise Olivia Johnson.
Brooke Elizabeth Diego.
Jared Walters.
Hillary June Galino.
Matthew Bearden.
Kelsey Danae Hanson.
Allison Elizabeth Cleaver.
Jennifer Burt.
Elizabeth Ann Vesnes.
Caroline Haley.
Monique Justine Ray.
Laura Mello.
Aaron Sharp.
Jocelyn Greninger.
The Honorable Michelle E. McKenzie.
Jared Allen.
Marissa G. Mendoza.
Douglas Lefevre.
Nicole Demler.
Anthony Varela.
Tanner Sandin.
Marco Gonzalez.
Megan Elissa Garrett.
Hunter Stratton.
Elizabeth Dorr Swafford.
Anthony Joseph Machado.
Nicole Thompson.
Craig Gadsby.
Kristen Nicole Ditlifson.
Mike Mowry.
Kimberly Michelle Payne.
Leah Rose Lombardo.
Christy Ballinger.
Ashley Cullen.
Marissa J. Salazar.
Bryn Hughes.
Amanda Elizabeth Coleman.
Kate Warren.
Erica Catherine Nielsen.
Jessica Ballinger.
Amy Satish Seth.
Heidi Silver.
Rosanna DeLurgio.
Julie Lynn Kreitzer.
Kara Lorraine Russo.
Andrea Francis Podesta.
Janice Coulter.
Miasa Jennifer Kubo.
Kelly Rose Thompson.
Lauren Ann Berry.
Lauren Michelle Arnon.
Christian Goodman.
Danielle Rose O'Connell.
Stephen J. Spencer.
Debbie Marie Corder.
Eduardo Calderon.
Tori Ortega.
Aaron Swisher.
Scott Rumpel.
Andrea Cook.
Stephen Charles Gutierrez.
Shireen Kennard.
Nick Cleveland.
Julie Miracle Harmon.
Patricia A. McGuire.
Then Rideout.
Katie Darrow.
Mario Giovacchini.
Rebecca Hines.
Solana Anderson.
Mark Nelson.
Amanda Catherine Eller.
Shayna Amber Owens.
Serena Smith.
Allison Marie Moorhead.
Amber Young.
Christina Lee Metafesser.
Wendy Otts.
Lindsay Ann Neal.
Rebecca Farland.
Brent Dixon.
Brianne Alders.
Josh Anthony.
Debbie Banuelos.
Rob Martone.
Sarah Bradford.
Jessica Lynn Fridman.
Debbie Banuelos.
Andrea Kathleen Sanfilippo.
Sarah Bradford.
Michelle Kathleen Henry.
Julia Lolita Bernal.
Jessica Lavon Hadley.
Chloe Marie Lindsay.
Jeffrey John James Adley.
Ashley Lorraine Bassett.
Kelly Lynn Enrico.
Eloise.
Is that it?
Eloise Hope Martinez.
Nicole Christine Leidig.
Once again, Eloise Hope Martinez.
Bobby Joe Seipert.
Amy Marie Cooper.
Dominique Ellen DeLuca. Brian Locke. Linda Avalos. Tristan Gregson. Tegan June Tracy. Alexi Hale. Rashina Janai Bowden. Nathaniel Richard Kotila. Jennifer Lee Cheng. Christina Bazan. David Hallmark. Rosemary Lawrence. Kevin Chow. Ricky James Mendez Jr. Nelson Sarney. Kelly Willis. Scott Thomas McDonald. Lisa Ann MacDonald. Scott Addison Chapin. Holly Clelly Arroyo. Samuel Filson. Julia Rose Callahan. Josh Klein. Elena Teresa Delgado. Andrew Stoddard. Sasha Y. Kimmel. Alan Buros. Beryl Rebecca Fine. Brett Imard. Jamie Alexandra Kraft. Daniel Brandon Fitzgerald. Dinah Barauskas. Pat Markinette. Esmeralda Lopez. Crystal Lynch. Melinda Hunt. Nicholas Merchant. Michael Homersten. Heidi Adams. Aaron Ackerman. Nick Canning. Paul Michael Duffy. Oliver Spires. Nick Papa Smurf Polito. Adam Armstrong. Amy Sue Carson. Marcus DeVivo. Andrew Newton. Martin Dimitrovich. Colin Watson. Nick Neely. Lavina Glenn. Sean Cox. Dawn Krenz. Ian Bodine. Cassandra Kennedy Crum. Jason McDonald. Catherine R. Eldridge. Jesse Giacovini. Crystal Lynn Jones. Austin Harless. Lizette Monique Gomez. Christopher Norlinger. Crystal Maria Zimmer. Tyler Turner. Andrew the Grand LeGrand. Zachary Martin. Brendan Claver. AJ Renzi. Mandy Colachico. Michael Arachita. Zeb Goodman. Kelly Lucas. Jessica Kearney.
Cisco Vigil. Joseph Bernard. Christopher Richard Redmond. Hollis B. Snell. Brian Peter Grassadonia. Cindy DeSantos. Trevor Joseph Norlock. Jacqueline Bustos. Mark Joseph Lucchese. Demi Detterman. Ryan O'Neill Courtney. Lisa Skank. Matt James Peterson. John Shippey. Robert Ehrlich. Spencer Cross. Gabe Vasquez. Kevin Fisher. Eric Weirs. Cody Badger. Diego Mendoza. Flavia Carvalho. Efrain Carbajal. Carolina Botelio. Afton Greathouse. Nevena Dicic. Warren Edwards III. Jake Foraker. Jorge A. Mendoza. Mike Sarita. Carlos Flores. Ryan Rohrbaugh. Hugo A. Rivera. Dane DeGrace. Anthony Jesus Duran. Jonathan Wesley Wick. Andrus Butter Hodge. Heather Joy Popino Wick. Anthony Drenkwitz. Michael Dernar. Vito Bertoni.
Nick Burney.
Adrian Harrell.
Jason Rudd.
Michael Brady.
Al De Los Reyes.
Jai Kamaran.
Seth Wilson.
Ben Johnson.
Laser Vandenhoek.
Mike Schwinne.
Adriana Soto.
Kevin Campbell.
Leticia Maldonado.
Edward Vieda.
Veronica Guzman.
Jonathan Wallace.
Carla Guzman.
Kevin Scoggins.
Kimberly Starr Carlton.
Roberto Contreras.
Elizabeth Sue Gordon.
Thomas Devlin.
Nanise Ravula Rasuwaki.
Andrew Steingrub.
Andrea Nicole Richards.
Nash Collins.
Andy Sini Longi Longi.
Chanthan Chie.
Ruby Velez.
Ross Lewis.
Geraldo Manjaras.
Chris Carter.
Jorge Esparza.
Matt Jones.
Sarah Palomino.
David X. Eviel.
Nancy Zapata.
And we have Jesse Bradshaw.
Sandra Pedroza Garcia. Ann Prividelli.
Although all of the teachers at Soquel are excellent, we would like to acknowledge 4 special teachers. After our presentation, we would appreciate it if these 4 people would come up and receive the gifts we have for them. Dale Kreitzer has taught math at Soquel High for 24 years. Combining his wonderful sense of humor and an uncanny knowledge of his subject has allowed him to touch many of our lives. He makes inherently difficult concepts manageable through thorough explanation and patience. His contributions to Soquel High extended far beyond teaching math. He was activities director, served a number of terms on the site council, and represented Soquel High in the math task force that defined the math curriculum for the district. Mr. Kreitzer has been a valuable asset to Soquel and will be deeply missed by students and faculty alike.
For the opportunity to speak today. I'm here to use this time and space to publicly thank a Soquel High teacher who helped me develop confidence and realize my academic goals. Good instructors are so valuable in our society. Most of you in the audience today can think back and remember individuals from whom you learned. Teachers who were inspiring and imparted an appreciation and hunger for knowledge. Some people can naturally grab your attention and transform a classroom and its occupants into a zone of higher consciousness, realization, and clarity. Learning becomes easy, natural. The light bulb is turned on. I was fortunate to have such a teacher at Soquel High School. Mr. Harvey Sullivan, your light shines bright in all your future, or all your former and future students, wherever and whenever God may be. On behalf of all your former students graduating today, I would like to say thank you very much.
I'm sure every one of you has memories of being in math class, terrified that the teacher was going to call on you to come show a math problem on the chalkboard.
We want more Rick.
The fear of embarrassment in front of the whole class gripping your stomach. Palms sweaty, you work the problem out, the whole time checking and rechecking yourself, making sure that 8 times 7 really was 56. Don Fishburne put me and my classmates through this almost every day, but now that I look back on it, I'm glad he did. He instilled a sense of pride and confidence in me, which helped me realize my true potential. He left an everlasting impression on me, which helped me realize what a truly great teacher I had. Mr. Fishburne went far beyond what was expected of him and personally saw to it that I was accepted into a higher level of math. He made sure that I was given every opportunity to excel in mathematics, and he did because he cared enough to go the extra step. He's not like some teachers who teach because it's their job. He teaches because he loves to do it. You can hear in his voice, and you can see in his eyes, as you can see in our eyes, that we're sad to see him go. As all good things must come to an end, let's not be sorry because it's over. Instead, be happy and thankful that we were fortunate enough to be the students of such an exceptional teacher. I would like to say for myself and on behalf of the class of 2001, Mr. Fishburne, it's been an extreme pleasure. Thank you. There are some people we meet in this journey of life that change the way
They help us to look at things through a new light, and they open us up to new ideas. It was not a particular conversation or lesson that I engaged in with Mr. Dennis Stanton that greatly impacted me. Just watching him teach inspired me to find the something that would make me as happy as math made him. His work ethics, sense of humor, and passion for math filled almost every day of my life with positive motivation. There is no comparison with Mr. Stanton's character. He is definitely a unique man. He sang us songs and told us stories. He provoked our curiosity. He hated the sun and loved the rain. I think it was because when it rained, he had an excuse to skip his daily workout. And somehow, amidst all the laughs, he found time to load our brains with abstract shapes and 20-step geometry curves. Even though people who swore math was a foreign language were learning. From the time I stepped into his class until the day he left, he filled the room with excitement and tear-provoking humor. I hope that he left our school with his head raised high, because he should know that the hundreds of kids he influenced share in his remembrance every day. He left footprints on the floors of our halls and on the lives of our students. He guided us to become strong individuals and stimulated us to use the knowledge we were gifted with. Each day, he taught like there would be no other day to learn. He was able to find what I saw as his ideal existence and share it with hundreds of eager minds. When I sat in his classroom, I could tell that he loved what he did. It was not a happy... What he did. It was not a hassle for him to teach math. It made his brain and heart happy. Mr. Stanton can look back on 30 years of teaching, content with the fact that each person that walked through his classroom was altered in some way or another by his gift to teach. It is a pleasure to be able to honor you, Mr. Stanton. Thank you for everything.
If these teachers would now please approach the stand here, we have some wish to you. So. There's a plaque for each of them and a briefcase. So.
Being under construction, there is the one exit out. The surface door is not open around, so you're going to have to come out the way you came in. Please be patient. That really is it for today. I would ask also that you please wait until all graduates have exited, then meet your son or daughter to enjoy a few moments before, once again, you patiently join the caravan of cars leaving campus. Congratulations and take good care, Soquel High School graduates of the class of 2001.
Ice him up, Gail. Whoa. That's what I'm talking about.
Who is a third-party candidate, 98 or under? Contest in about 8 minutes. Not only the girls can be in it, some of the guys can be in it too. I'll need 2 volunteers. Yeah, leave it right at your navel. Anybody else? Denise, are you in the contest? She said no, it's too easy. Our pole girls are handling it properly now. If you guys see anybody flagrantly violating the rules, way up there. 35, we're just getting ready to come right up in the bust a move. The most lighthouses. I have a lottery ticket for you. Tell me what state of the United States of America has the most lighthouses. Laura knows. California is wrong. No. No, Florida. Maine, good idea, no. Washington, no. North Carolina, Oregon, no. I give you a hint. It's not Missouri, Kansas, or Nebraska. Alaska, goodness, no. Incorrect. Rhode Island.
Win again. Well done.
Yes, the correct answer was Michigan. Dave got it. Correct answer. Well done, Dave. I have two more winners. Rosina Bowden or Nick Foster. Nick Foster or Rosina Bowden. See you, DJ. And the prizes for Rosina or Nick. Boardwalk.
We on a mission.
Okay, I got another one for you. First person to come up here and name me on the American Style Monopoly board. Name me all 4 of the railroads.